So volume by displacement. Regular solids, we can measure their dimensions and use geometry to calculate their volumes. But with liquids, we can use calibrated glassware, like graduated cylinders, burettes, pipettes. In the kitchen, you use a measuring cup to measure the volume. But if you have a solid with an irregular shape, it's a little more challenging. And so what we use is a technique called volume by displacement. And this is an indirect measurement. It can also be used to measure the volume of a gas. I think we got a picture. Yeah, here we do. So the way you do volume by displacement is you have a container with water in it, and you measure the volume of the water. And then you put the object that you're trying to calculate the volume for into the water. That will cause the water level to rise. It displaces some volume of water. The difference between these two volumes is equal to the volume of that sample that you're trying to measure. And so this can be a little confusing sometimes. The math ends up being really simple. You just subtract the two volumes that you get. And this is a real common lab technique for measuring the volume of an irregular solid. We can also use displacement to measure the volume of a gas. So in this example here, we've got some sort of a reaction that's generating a gas. We have a flask with water, and the tubing is set up so that the gas comes in at the top, and the gas will then force liquid out. And the liquid goes up through this tube and out into the beaker. And so the amount of water that comes out of that flask is equal to the volume of gas that went into the flask. And that's another technique of volume by displacement.